Okay, I'm back. It's 11:09 p.m. at night, still on Tuesday, April 2nd, 2024. Um, so they were manipulating and messing up the live stream on purpose. They do that to you when you're targeted and speaking too much truth and they feel threatened by it. But they have an unusual, they make my nose itch. They have an unusual amount of boat traffic and noise now that I'm trying to do a video. Excuse me. So I mean, now I have to be forced to waste my battery from my other phone and phone data and storage space. Excuse me. I have to use my phone data to it will upload faster. So where did I leave off? So I put some videos on one of my other channels, and that fake Anna Ward Linda perp threatened me, and so now I'm more hyper vigilant and you know, so I don't know. It sounds like as if whatever boat that is, it sounds like it's steady and not moving, because you would have been passed by. Well, I don't know where that noise is coming from or where the other boat is. But I don't have anywhere else to go. I don't know of anywhere else to go. And my whole body, like, I'm in pain. So I don't know of anywhere else to go, and I don't have nowhere else to go. And, you know, so, like, I had nothing to eat or drink until dinner time. You know, because I didn't feel comfortable using the downtown library's bathroom. You know, and so, oh, excuse me. I heard that panhandling is protected under free speech under the U.S. Constitution. So almost everybody I tried to ask for help was rude to me today. You know, in person, I didn't ask a lot of people, but I asked a few people. So, I mean, I know that what I'm going through is what they would say, like, Christian persecution. You know, and it's very hard to not be scared. Because not only the cops, but the gang stalkers are tyrants and got fake qualified immunity. And they're invincible and nothing happens to them. So, but, you know, I sat here up until like probably it was after 9:30 this morning, probably 9:45 I got up and walked on my way to the library, and then was there until they closed, and you know, I was, and then when they closed, I went to go get something to eat and then came here. So they had this fake T.I. perp on Twitter. You know, he pretended to fake donate and support, and then he flipped on me. That was the guy who, the fake Darnell Williams perp, stole a donation from me. But this guy flipped on me and started acting like a perp also. And, you know, and he defended and agreed with the cops, saying that, you know, he said, oh, well, he said, oh, well, the police, I mean, the gang stalkers, they definitely called the police. And he said, well, like the video with the 5 boys and Officer Flanders, he said that basically Officer Flanders was definitely a perp, you know, and that the boys were definitely gang stalking. And they all were, everybody around me at that night. And so then after that, you know, the guy said with the 2 cops that wrongfully arrested me, he said that, oh yeah, the gang stalkers definitely called the cops, but if you would have complied, you wouldn't have got arrested. You know, and I did not hesitate to block all contact with him. You know, see, I'm smelling cigarette smoke or something again. And so, and that's one thing I hate. Like that perp, he's here on purpose, and now he's hiding somewhere stealthy where he can covertly watch everything I do. And then I'm forced against my will to smell his cigarettes, and I can't even find where he's at. You know, and he was not here the night before last or the night before that. He just thought he came here yesterday, and then again tonight. And then fake T.I. perps and regular perps switched the narrative, like as if I'm the one harassing him, and when I'm trying to get him the fuck away from me. You're making me feel unsafe. You know, I have a right to feel hyper vigilant, you know, as a result of dealing with past traumas and dealing with past traumas and also you know, dealing with past traumas and also being victim blamed. So now when I try to be hyper vigilant and cautious, oh, now y'all call me crazy and paranoid. But if I let my guard down, you tell me I should have had more common sense. So they had this lady that of all tables, she came and sat by me at the library, and like sat right across from me, and she deliberately put all her belongings, like she deliberately forced her belongings to touch mine, and then got defensive when I didn't want her making her belongings touch mine. Like she was deliberately pushing her belongings up against mine when they had a whole table next by, right next to the table that we were sitting at. And instead of putting her stuff on the next table that was connected, oh, she wanted to push her shit by mine. You know. So I discovered something. Narc ass phony, you know, who falsely glorifies himself as targeted Tony, Anthony. I have not contacted or said anything about Anthony for I don't know how many months. You know, I don't remember how long ago when we last feuded, but I hadn't said anything about him or thought about him for months. And I just discovered today that he has another fake new account called Targeted Tony, and if you're a real targeted individual, you would not be gang stalking. So I have screenshots of him. He made a fake new account called Darnell, like on YouTube. His fake username is @DarnellWilliams999, which was backwards of 666. And so then I was convinced that it was the fake Darnell Williams perp, but then I looked closer and I realized it was Anthony saying stuff that, like, wait a minute, is the fake Darnell Williams perp posing as Anthony? And I'm like, no, they don't even type the same. So then I realized Anthony has a fake YouTube account posing as the fake Darnell Williams perp. And so he linked, like, maliciously. I didn't even realize a month ago that he was maliciously linking up with my twin sister on purpose and joining forces with her to gang stalk and harass me. So people said that Anthony is a CIA MK Ultra COINTELPRO gang stalking infiltrator pretending to be a targeted individual. And he definitely sold his soul to the devil. So and I'm not scared of you, Anthony. Trying to, like, cause even last year he was trying to pick fights with me and bully, harass, and threaten me unprovoked for no reason at all. Gang stalking me and spreading false rumors and stuff. So earlier today I noticed that he was telling my twin sister, he bragged and admitted, he was like, and I did not falsely accuse you because you truly are a perp, Anthony. So what Anthony did was, he was telling my twin sister that he tried to join Freemasonry and that they rejected him, and he tried to join Satanism and that they rejected him, and a few other evil organizations. He said he tried to join and they rejected him. Why would you willfully try to join? Like, I got screenshots of that. And so, like, when the fake Darnell Williams perp would make immature fake sexually perverted profiles of me and mocking me and trolling me or whatever, Anthony tried to copy the same thing. Now last year Anthony was trying to copy off the fake Stephon Adams perp and copy everything Stephon does. So like, I think ever since, like, as I said, in 2020, somewhere maybe around April or May 2020, he had a YouTube channel that said Anthony A. And he was like trying to love bomb me with words and trying to butter me up and tell me that I'm such a beautiful soul and this, that, whatever, And then after that, when I had Instagram, he put me on a spot and I hesitated to give him my phone number. But I gave him my phone number, and I felt manipulated because I really didn't want to give him my phone number, because I even saw signs of him being like bossy and manipulative, excuse me, and he would defend and agree with the perps. Like, a lot of other targets say that gang stalking is murder. And when I said that when you pass by me with one headlight, then you're part of my murder conspiracy. And then he's like, oh, be careful with making accusations like this. Like, why are you defending and agreeing with them? And then they had on Twitter a couple of years later, like last year or the year before, I saw that someone had said the same thing that I said, and Anthony defended and agreed with that person saying it. Like, well, I said the same thing, but you disagreed, So, like, Anthony has, from the get-go, been narcissistic, controlling, and younger than me. Narcissistic and controlling, and trying to control and fix people, and try to dish out unsolicited advice to try to make you feel like you're dumb and don't know any better. That made me feel uncomfortable. So after me and him had a feud when he defended and agreed with the gang stalker John Mayo, excuse me, when I was working a temp service job in 2021, Anthony defended and agreed with Mr. John, and me and Anthony got into a heated argument, and I blocked all contact with him and blocked his number. And so what he would do is create fake text now numbers, and try to coerce me to talk to him, and I just kept blocking his number. But I was supposed to have cut Anthony off sooner, but him being a narc, I guess, I was afraid to stand up to him, But now, I realize you're a perp, so I don't have to be scared of you. And so, me and Anthony, we had a few phone conversations about the targeting, and he would dismiss anything I have to say and only want me to hear what he had to say. And he would cry and complain like a bitch, and then, you crying in my ear for I don't know how many hours. Like, you can't solve your own problems, but then trying to control me. What is that noise? Oh, that's a plane flying right over my head. So then I remember it was November 2020, and me and Anthony were talking on the phone, and I was at the beach. That was the day that they had that Masonic perp that kept on trying to be a voyeur when I was at the beach. He was trying to be a voyeur when I was at the beach. And so that day, I filmed and recorded the man, and the man made jail threats, and he was nearly succeeded at getting the police for me, but I hurried up and got on the bus and took the bus back to downtown Pensacola, So that day, me and Anthony had like an argument because I try to stand up to him and tell him, Anthony, I don't like the way you be talking to me. Like, you be talking to me like I lack common sense, or like I'm dumb, or like I'm stupid, or whatever. And he's like, well, I did such and such for you. How can you say I, talk down to you or whatever? I don't remember everything word for word, but But then later on, he was complaining to me and stuff about how, a lot of us, when we're targeted, we have our rough days, days that's unbearable. Or periods of time where everything is unbearable. So then Anthony was, crying and complaining to me and threatening suicide, and he was threatening to sell out. And I was begging him to do neither. Lo and behold, sometime later on, I went without speaking to him. Maybe we got into an argument and I blocked his number and we weren't on speaking terms. But then he resurfaced again. And then, like around the time when in 2021, when I had the feud, I think it was in December, right when they workplace mobbed me off the job. And I got evidence of Mr. John, they make my nose itch. I got evidence of Mr. John gang stalking me with a Ford Escape and one headlight. And Miss Brenda and the other co-workers, all of them except one, were gang stalking me and workplace mobbing me. You can have like 2 other co-workers and then be workplace mobbed. Or deal with workplace mobbing kind of persecution, So me and Anthony got into a heated argument, And I got mad and hung up on, I don't know if I hung up in his face, and I you know, and I blocked his number, and then he kept on calling from multiple fake text now numbers, trying to coerce me or try to make me talk to him. And I was mad and didn't want to talk to him, you know. And he would try to demand an answer for stuff that's not his business, you know. And so then after that, it's like, so it was, I guess it was around the time of the situation when I went through what I went through with fake retarded Trisha. That perp. And then, so I had, you know, he confronted me and said, well, you know, I saw those videos I saw the video you made about me, and I didn't even mention his name in the video. And he's like, yeah, I saw the video you made about me, and you know, and he's like, you're lucky I don't go and join your twin sister smear campaign. And then next thing you know, he left me alone for a few months. But in 2022, over the summer, he was trying to make me talk to him and trying to say, well, I know you're a real TI, you know, trying to manipulate for me to talk to him. I didn't want to talk to him. And so then like when I got the cab driving job and that didn't work out, I didn't even know he had a Twitter. And then he's like, well, oh, congratulations on your new job, Candy, or something. I didn't realize he was perping and being sarcastic. And so then, excuse me, you know, so then after that, after some time, it was maybe like January of last year, like right before I went to Cincinnati, and excuse me, he tried to pick Twitter fights with me, and me and him got into a heated argument, and I've lost subscribers on YouTube, lost Twitter followers, and whatever, you know. And then we feuded for like, I don't know how long, maybe a few days or a couple of weeks or so. And he was perping and harassing me and saying the most vile, filthiest things ever. And then he I didn't even know that he fake apologized because I blocked all contact with him. Excuse me. So he tried to bully me to accept his apology, you know, and I didn't see what he was saying because I blocked him. So then he went back to harassing me even worse. And then after a while, everything diffused or whatever, you know. And then afterwards, after some time, it was like, I think it was that like when I moved into the cabin in Bloomington that Thursday, a couple of days later on that Saturday, out of nowhere, out of random, he just started doing like unprovoked harassment and bullying and picking on me for no reason at all. And me and him feuded, and I lost like 30 YouTube subscribers because he smear campaigned and lied on me. I lost like 30 YouTube subscribers, and it seems like as if the subscribers unsubscribed from me and probably blocked me and then flocked to him. It's like as if he snatched up all my subscribers, you know. And some of them, I guess, was the 80 subscribers that I gained from when I went semi-viral with that police video of that asshole cop in Pensacola. You know, when they had the perps downtown that were doing the noise campaign and stuff like that, and the cop threatened me, talking about I'm gonna go to jail and it looks like you're harassing them. And then the cops were saying that the perps showed them my videos and everything. Like, I wonder, how did the in-person perps have access to my videos? You know, and then after that, they started harassing me on TikTok or whatever. And this was before I went to Cincinnati last year. You know, so So yeah, like me and like around April, or I don't even remember how long we feuded, but somewhere between April and June, me and Anthony feuded, and he kept on harassing me and wouldn't leave me alone. And it's like, if you're a real target, you would not be stalking, following, and harassing a fellow TI. You're a straight up perp. And you're too cowardly to show your damn face, Anthony. So then, another way I knew that was Anthony posing as the fake Darnell Williams perp. You know, he on the fake videos of the fake Darnell Williams, you know, the account that at Darnell Williams 999 on YouTube. Excuse me. You know, you would think it's the fake Darnell Williams perp, but if you look closer, that's Anthony. So me having like a Tourette's tic, Anthony tried to sexualize it and pervert it, and then falsely call me demonic and satanic, when I've been having this condition since childhood in foster care. And then Anthony uses the word queef, meaning fart, Queef, because then he was calling chief handler queef handler. And so you don't like being harassed, but you like to pick on and harass black women in the TI community. Even though a targeted journey started perping, harassing, and bullying me, but I saw Anthony have a feud with her. I mean, she changed her name to the THEE targeted journey. And so, you know, he had a excuse me, he had a feud with her. And then, you know, after a while, she started gang stalking and harassing me unprovoked. Another plane flying over my head. So, and so, you know, so Anthony has like multiple fake YouTube accounts, and he got a fake new 3-week-old account that says Targeted Tony, aside from his other one that he seemed like he hasn't posted in 9 months or whatever. And you know, it's like, if you're a Christian or a Bible believer, why are you stalking, following, and harassing and keeping up with my every move? So I didn't even realize that Anthony never stopped stalking me, because he knows everything that I went through with the feuding with the neighbors when I had the apartment. He knows he knows about all that, because he's been stalking everything I do. It's like, why are you obsessed with me? Like, when you was talking on the phone with me, you know, you didn't even you never even gave me any hint that you liked me or had a crush on me or wanted to date me or whatever. But why, if you got so much critical stuff to say about me, why the hell are you obsessed with me? You know. So so like, he linked up with my twin sister on purpose just to get underneath my skin and make me mad, when I had not dealt with him for months. And so, you know, he will make the same slander as the perps, and, you know, make the same threats as the perps, and do everything like a perp. But like years ago, he was saying, I am not a perp. Well, I didn't ask you, did you? I didn't ask you, did I? But when you say, oh, I'm not a perp, you gave yourself away. But why are you stalking my every move, following and harassing and doing exactly what the gang stalkers do if you are a real TI? Why, Anthony? Excuse me. And so, yeah, he was like, last year he was bullying, harassing, and threatening. There's that perp again. You know, Anthony was bullying, harassing, and threatening me, making all kinds of threats at me. You know, last year. And see, look, he waits till he gets near me to light up a cigarette. You can't tell me he ain't a gang stalker. Damn, this light is he waits till he gets near me to light up a cigarette. And so when Anthony, you used to be like, well, I know you're a real T.I. But now, Anthony will try to twist the narrative about my targeting and my suffering and trying to make it like as if I'm just this mentally unhinged and crazy person. But real T.I.s do not gang stalk, follow, harass, and slander other real T.I.s. Anthony, you a fucking perp. Leave me alone. Leave my twin sister alone. Stay away from both of us. So, excuse me. So yeah, even in 2020, Anthony was trying to shove New Age down my throat. You know, like horoscopes and karma and all that kind of talk. Yeah, he was trying to shove that down my throat. But now, you know, after he linked up with my twin sister, now he acts like as if he's mad at her because of the fight video or the beating video or whatever. And I'm watched him, just like the other perps, be hypocritical with criticizing my twin sister. But what is your excuse, Anthony? You just turned 39 years old, didn't you? Who the hell makes memes, jokes, and everything about fart at 39 years old? But you telling people to grow up and act mature, or talking about somebody's behavior? You talking about there was no excuse for my twin sister and being drunk? You're sober. Why are you bullying and abusing? Why are you bullying and abusing me and you're sober? What is your excuse, Anthony? So Anthony admitted that he lied and said I truly accused him. He lied and said that I falsely accused him of being a perp, and he admitted that he started to troll and harass me. And then he keeps on harping on, I donated her over $200, whatever. You know, you didn't even do it out of the kindness of your heart. You did it out of manipulation and control. You don't even respect people's boundaries. You are not a narc, but you are an obsessive and wannabe possessive, fake psychopath. And that might be why your ass is too cowardly and too scared to show your face. You a coward at 6 feet 3 inches tall and probably over 250 pounds or something. And you a big ass oversized coward. But you run around and bully black females in the TI community. But you act like a whole damn crybaby and so freaking scary. Like when we were little, people used to talk about, you know, scaredy cat or scary cat. You know, you get too scared, and you're supposed to be a dude. I'm glad I never married anybody like you, because you would be the type of person who would have been an abusive husband. You are no better than my twin sister. So how can you condemn her? And all the other online stalkers that harass me and stuff, y'all also hypocritical and criticizing my twin sister's behavior when y'all the same kind of abusive. Y'all all hypocritical and talk about that, I lost all respect for Brandy. But then some of them act like as if my twin sister has her own damn cult following on YouTube and probably other social media as well. Like, excuse me. And Anthony was harping on, being obsessed with, just like the other stalkers, being obsessed with, the welfare of the dog Pippa. But I'm Brandy's twin sister, and y'all are bullying and sadistically coercing me to be out on the streets. So Anthony was so desperate to press into Satan's kingdom and sell out, and that's exactly what you did. Don't go around calling yourself a real TI anymore. Excuse me. Don't go around calling yourself a real TI anymore. As I said, I'm not scared of you no more, Anthony. Because now I know you're a perp. You've been a perp. And look, with the fake Darnell Williams 999 account, Anthony put CEO of Candy. So Anthony delusionally believes he's my handler. Trying to copy off the fake Darnell Williams perp. I heard that TIs cannot be, like, if a TI flip and become a perp, I heard that a TI can never be a TI that flip and become a perp, I heard that they can never be a handler. And I heard that, that an actual handler has never been a perp. I'm sorry. That's my sleep deprivation talking. I was trying to say that an actual handler has never been targeted, never been a TI. I read that, So Darius was a perp the whole time, and and Darius kind of did what Trisha did to me, with trying to butter me up and juice my head up and love bomb me and everything like that, and trying to boss and control me, being 8 years younger than me. And he lied about everything while pretending to play God and pretending that he's the most prestigious and the most intelligent person that ever walked the earth, and pretend that you're above God and you're 8 years younger than me. Excuse me. And I mistakenly, Darius manipulated for me to trust him with my entire, sharing my entire life with him, and he likes to front like he's so better than perfect, but none of us are squeaky clean, but the narc likes to run around and pretend to be flawless. So that Paul Tucson guy, he was excuse me. It seemed like as if he was a legit, genuine TI. But then he ended up, being narcissistic and started perping and bullying me last year over the summer, unprovoked for no reason. And his fake friend, Johnny C, this past Sunday or the Sunday before, he came, a couple of Sundays ago, I think it was, that Johnny, it was 2 Sundays ago that Johnny came and harassed me out of nowhere and falsely accused me of being a perp. And it's like, how can you falsely accuse me of being a perp and I seldom talk to you, but they're making my nose itch. So I had to vent, and there was some other stuff that Anthony did and said that I can't think of at the moment. Oh, but also Anthony had he spelled my last name with 2 E's instead of 1, and he actually called me a piece of shit. But he said some other vile and disgusting things about me. So I'm telling the truth and nobody ever believes me or anything. And so the fake You Wish perp that used to be Sunshine, I'm not talking about the so-called, targeted individual that was supportive of me. Her name was Sunshine849, and she was supportive of me, and the gang stalkers kept censoring her supportive comments. And she mistakenly thought that I was doing it, and it wasn't me. And so I guess she hasn't, commented for over a year, But then that was supposedly a targeted individual named Sunshine849. But this is a different person that's a perp named simply Sunshine. And then her YouTube name is at YOUWISH 378. You Wish 378. It's her new fake username. And so, I never did her in this fake Sunshine perp, not the targeted individual, but perp. Two different people, would talk just about every day, telling my twin sister that how much she wants me dead and everything. And then my twin sister defends and agrees with her. And it's like, if y'all so sick and tired of my comments, my videos and everything, why do y'all stalk and try to control me for years? Like, I'm not going to stop talking about my targeting. And one dead giveaway to tell that somebody's a perp or a fake TI perp is they try to discredit you by calling you schizophrenic or saying that you need medication. And Anthony did that too. And Darius tried that too. And Paul tried that too. So I don't even be trying to, start any so-called drama in the TI community. I barely even go directly to people and try to talk to them. I just stay in my own lane, stay to myself, and I just post something. And if people want to comment, they comment. But if you leave asshole comments, I will block you. And people be like, oh, well, Candy gets mad when you tell her something, or she'll block you if you tell her something she don't agree with or that she don't like. And that's not the case. You motherfuckers think you think that I'm supposed to lay down and submit and allow you to treat me like a punching bag. With like a cyber punching bag with your abusive words. And I have a right to not be stalked, followed, and harassed and bullied. And like fake Miss Samantha and all them, fake retarded Miss Samantha and all them, you defend and agree with the perps. And then we end up feuding. Because I'm like, whose side are you on? And then, like, they first thing they do is flock to my twin sister and then start defending and agreeing with her and start and agreeing and defending the sex traffickers. Agreeing with and defending the sex trafficking perps. And, they start to defend and agree with them against me and gang up on me with the vigilante hate, So it's 11:53 right now. Now they're making my eye itch. So yeah, Anthony wants control over me. You're a psychopath, Anthony. You're an obsessed, psychotic demon, and trying to falsely portray me as the evil one. I never willfully tried to, join evil organizations. Like you said, you attempted to join Freemasonry and Satanism. Why? Why are you desperate to join Satan's kingdom? And now you got it. And then Anthony was lying to people and saying that I'm lazy and don't want to work. He copied off the perps with that, and he also copied off the perps with falsely accusing me of being a pity prostitute. Anthony is sexually perverted, and I think he's sexually frustrated and single and lonely. you know. So, I've come to the conclusion that Anthony is a very dangerous person. Anthony is a dangerous psychopath. So, but anyway, um, and the fake Aquarian Doris perp thinks she copies off the rest of the perps with trying to shame me for eating 3 meals a day. Excuse me, y'all blocked me from working. Excuse me, y'all blocked me from working, and you blocked me from housing, keeping me coerced to be homeless, because y'all are sadistic, satanic demons, and pretend that I'm the one that's the devil, and y'all the saints. So, Anthony, leave me alone. Stay away from me. You know. So the online perps, they muted my live stream earlier, you know. Excuse me, I know I'm going pretty long with talking. So, I mean, with my own funds, because of the fake traffic, I'm sorry, not traffic, what am I saying? The fake court fees and court fees, and my phone bill costing more money, and a few other things I got going on. It looks like as if I won't be able to have as much hotel rooms with my own Social Security money as I would like to, you know. Excuse me. So I don't even, like, with all this going on, and I gotta buy bus passes and a few other things. So I don't think that I will be able to afford a week in a hotel or a motel or something. I'll try, you know. Excuse me, but yeah, the sex trafficking gang stalkers illegally track and find my location, and then slander me to hotels. You know, I showed you what the fake anal wart Linda perp did. You know. So the police have not come. So she was trying to spook me, trying to scare me and everything. You know, as I said, arrest all of us. Not just me. But as I said, that arrest had nothing to do with me committing a crime. It was, a gang stalking prank to try to beat me into submission, with them trying to bet, thinking that they can bet on my soul, and trying to bully me and beat me into submission to sell out and become a perp, and I refuse. I'm not doing it. So between tomorrow and the rest of this week, I got a lot that I need to do, a lot of errands, and it's not fair for me to be sleep deprived and have sleep debt and everything. So I don't want to continue to disturb the people nearby. So thanks for listening to me. I'll see y'all tomorrow. It's 11:58 p.m. right now.